What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA High Five video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section. Thank you guys for joining me as always, and welcome back. Hopefully, you had a fantastic weekend. We did smashed NFL, smashed NBA. Prize Picks had a great weekend until yesterday where nobody's props wanted to hit yesterday. That was a tough day, period, for prize picks. But outside of that, we've been fantastic. Player prop tool has been amazing. Everything's been amazing. So let's just keep it going. All right? So I'm going to make this short and sweet. You guys know how I like to do my videos. Get in, get out. Make sure you use code GREENLIGHT on PrizePicks if you're making your first deposit to get a 100% match up to $100 on your boy. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. GreenlightDFS.com. All right, so got to do that. You know what I mean? I just got to. All right, Mike Conley. Starting out with Mike Conley because I really like some Utah here, and Mike Conley's just too cheap at 5'3", going against a Charlotte squad that defensively is just bad and they play fast. Plain and simple. The opportunity is just really there for him. I have him projected at almost 6x, as you can see, over 30. I really love Mike Conley here in this matchup against Charlotte at home in Utah. And he's a very good price play that really opens a lot up in your lineup if you're able to get these mid-range guys in great spots. And we have multiple of these guys in the high five today. Next guy that I want to talk about is Desmond Bane. Really love this Memphis Sacramento game as well. Teams against Sacramento has been another way to go. All right, there's no like huge injury bump or anything like that. Morant's not out or anything like that, but Desmond Bane and Morant are the offense of Memphis. Okay, they're the two guys that are expected to do the heavy lifting, and this is a great matchup against Sacramento. At only 7-2, I have him well over 5x, almost 40. So I really like Desmond Bane today. I think he's a solid option. I think he's fairly safe, and he's got huge upside in this matchup against Sacramento. Running it back on the other side, I like a value-ish play in Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray's been popping for me today. He's been playing heavy minutes lately. And this game is just a good, fast-paced matchup here. At only 4-4, Keegan Murray playing a ton of minutes. I really love him. I have him projected almost 28, about 27.4 as you can see. And at 4-4, that's amazing value. One of the better values of the slate right now. And I'll show you all of the best value when I get done putting the high five in. But Keegan Murray really pops for me today. One thing I refuse to do anymore is sleep on Sangoon. This dude is a mini Jokic. Let's just be real. This dude gets points, rebounds, and assists. He is a mini Jokic, which is awesome. It's cool to see this dude just freaking thrive out of nowhere here. Dude's a beast. Minnesota could be without Gobert again. So without Towns, without Gobert, like they're just going to be struggling down low. Sangoon should just eat them alive, especially if Gobert's not there. Now, if Gobert's active, Sangoon's going to have a harder time, but Sangoon's been fantastic. 8-4, he grades out to me as a fantastic play still once again. And a guy who can get you triple-double upside, like this guy, at center position is very rare. It's rare that you find a center that can get you triple doubles, and Sengun's one of those guys. So I really like him at 8-4. I'm not going to be surprised to see his price like 9-5 and plus eventually. It's pretty crazy. He's having a huge year. Last but not least, another center. I like the double center so far today. I love Durant today. So Jalen is in a fantastic spot because the matchup's not great against Milwaukee, don't get me wrong. But you have Isaiah Stewart out for Detroit, and they're going to need Jalen's size against Milwaukee, okay? With Brook Lopez, with Giannis, and all these guys on Milwaukee, they're a big team. So they're going to need Jalen to play heavy minutes. The only thing that stops Jalen from hitting value here, and I have him projected almost 30 at a price tag of 4-5, is if he gets in foul trouble. If Giannis is driving to the hoop and he just struggles to keep his hands to himself. Obviously, that could happen when you're playing against a guy like Giannis. You got to get physical, and stuff like that happens. So foul trouble could happen. But at the end of the day, I don't try to put too much merit in that. I consider it, but I don't put a lot of merit into it, and it doesn't really weigh too heavily on my decisions. Jalen Duran is going to be needed here. With no Isaiah Stewart, they're going to need his size down low, and I'm expecting him to play heavy minutes, and with that heavy minutes, be able to score at least like a fantasy point per minute or so and hit that 30 range. I really love this dude here at Jalen. This dude here at 4-5 just feels too cheap with the amount of minutes he's going to have to play. Period. So even in a blowout situation, he's going to play heavy three quarters, and he's still probably going to hit value at 4-5. So I really love Jalen. He's got a great opportunity here against Milwaukee. That's a big team where Detroit's kind of thin with bigs right now. All right, so that's Mike Conley. Great matchup. Desmond Bain, great situation as well. Kind of feels a little cheap at 7-2. Keegan Murray, Sengun, and Jalen is the high five for today. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the optimizer's liking overall as value, because we know if you get that value right, you're good to go. Mark Williams is popping as a good value today. Zach Collins, Duran, and Murray we already have in. Peyton Pritchard, Mike Conley, KJ Martin. One thing that you will notice that there's about 3K guys, but none of them are like fantastic. Oh my God, these are the play guys. Okay, they're guys that will require some risk here. All right, Mark Williams is definitely not the safest play you could ever play in your life, but at 3-1, the opportunity's there for GPPs. As we know for GPPs, if you can get these cheap guys right, and then the reason for you getting those cheap guys, those big guys that you're trying to get that money for, if they go off for the slate breaking 70, then you're good to go, especially if they go off for that low ownership slate breaking upside. Now, here's the thing though on this slate. As you can see, if I sort by projection, the highest projected guy that I have today is Jason Tatum and Giannis up there at the top, right? Now, obviously, you could play Giannis. It is a very possible chance that there's a blowout there. You could play Tatum. There is a high probability that there could be a blowout there. John Morant could stay close, but there, I mean, honestly, let's be real, there could be a blowout there. These big spends guys, there's high probabilities. There are chances that blowouts happen and these guys don't hit value. As of right now, I kind of like that mid-range build scenario where I take guys like Desmond Baines, and kind of mid-range guys, Laurie Markkinen at 9-4 instead, in what should be a good game with Utah and Charlotte. Sengun as we have, Vooch at 9-1, like kind of these range guys, like 7K to 9K, and kind of balance that out as much as I can, because the studs, none of the studs really stick out to me as like this is what I need. You know what I mean? This is like nothing really is like, yeah, I have to make sure I get this value because I really want to spend up on this guy. So, with that being said, my strategy so far early on in the day for this slate is kind of grabbing those upper, like still studs, but kind of more in the 7 to 9K range. And then get a couple of those 4K values, as you can see with Murray and Jalen, who are fantastic values right now. As we all know, though, I mean, it's a 7 game slate. So you're going to have value open up as the day goes on. You know what I'm saying? Value's going to open up. We're going to have guys rolled out. Different things are going to happen. And it's going to change kind of the dynamic of the slate. But as of right now, just to kind of get you started, that's kind of the vibe I like. I like not pushing it too much with value because none of the 3K is like, oh my God, that's amazing. Um, but I really like some of those 4K value guys and then balancing the rest of the way. All right. Good luck tonight, y'all. GreenlightDFS.com if you're interested in getting our optimals and all that good stuff. The Greenlight Optimizer, using that. The player prop tool, all that good stuff that you get with Greenlight. Hit up GreenlightDFS.com to get that. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Y'all have a fantastic Monday, and let's get it. I'm out.